there for an hour.
Wow. It's crazy. And then they made a point. It just said, like, to think about what do you do when you're hot, you know? As an adult, what do you do when you're hot? You're hot. You're burning up. So to leave your kid in a car, what do you think? I mean, it just irks my soul when I hear these stories. Innocent lives lost because of irresponsible parents. Like, just think about your kids. They haven't done anything. They didn't ask to be here. You're the caretaker. Take care of them.
Kid could have died.
Yeah, that is true though.
Did you know that at least 11 children have died this year from heat after being left in cars? 11 children, at least.
Crazy.
Very crazy.
So sad.
Caller on the line. We got Tanisha on the line with the official Pushback Show. Understand you have a comment?
Yes, I just wanted to mention regarding the heat stroke. There were, I believe, 8 illegal immigrants in Texas the other day who just died.
True that.
Because they were in a hot, I think, like a pickup truck or something.
Some sort of container.
Wow.
Right.
Dang.
That's so sad.
So,
it was more people in there. I think 8 died, correct?
right.
Dang.
That's crazy.
That's really crazy.
Dang.
Tanisha, do you know of anyone who has suffered from heat stroke personally?
Not personally.
Oh, okay.
Fortunately not.
Have you ever
No, I take that back. Well, we haven't got to that about the babies, but I did have a coworker who had a baby that did die from being in a hot car. This was some years back, and she was
Tanisha,
a lady who had a hard time having a baby.
Wow.
Tanisha, have you ever been in a heat stroke?
No, fortunately not.
All right, well, that's good for you. You're a very safe person. And also, I have a question for you. Another question. So, it's the same question I asked earlier. In 80-degree weather, how long does it take for a car to heat up to the extent of death and heat stroke?
Oh, probably less than 5 minutes, for sure.
Wow.
Well, actually, the answer is 10 minutes, and by then it'd be 130 degrees.
Wow. Dang.
Okay, Tanisha, we thank you so much for calling in. Before you go, can I get you to say your name? And I'm happy to be thug and drug free.
I'm Tanisha, and I'm happy to be thug and drug free.
Hey, that's what's up.
Hey.
So, what's been going on this summer? You know, summer 17. Like, you know, what's been happening, guys? Anything interesting? Any concerts?
It was the Summer Jam concert,
Woo,
the last show at the Joe. I wish I would have went, but
I did.
You did?
How was it?
It was a good show, man.
Wow.
You just made us all feel terrible.
I'm jealous.
That's the idea.
You know what? You went with your friends to the show, right?
Yeah.
And speaking of friends, people, you got to tell a friend about Friendship Radio. Something's got to give. Don't let it be your life. Every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. East Standard, gospel1440.com.
Oh, yeah.
We're not just here to keep you safe, but we also want to make sure you know what's up. We talk about heat strokes, but do you know how to identify one? Don't be afraid to head over to mayoclinic.org to learn more about it. Someone you love may be having a stroke beside you, and you don't even know it. Do y'all know how to identify a heat stroke?
No, I don't.
You know?
Can you tell me?
You know what?
Keep tuning in. Keep tuning in. We have some reports, some good reports coming up. It's going to tell you just some of the signs. And now we're back.
And we're going to catch our next report.
All right. Who's taking us to the report, by the way?
Kev.
Kev's job is to take us to the report?
Yeah.
So I'm pointing at the wrong person.
Right, he was playing.
Okay. Kev, you got me?
Yeah, now let's go to our next report.
All right.
Dang.
Keep it official. It's the real Pushback Radio.
About your experience when you were locked in a hot car.
It was too hot.
How old were you?
15.
15? How old are you now?
16.
16, so it was about a year ago.
Yeah.
Who was the perpetrator?
My auntie.
Why did she leave you in that hot car?
Because first she asked me, she was like, do you want to go in the grocery store? I was like, no. I was like, can you roll down your window because I want to stay in the car? And she was talking about some no. But then I was like, I was going to the grocery store. She was like, so no, too late. Now you stand in the car. And I'm like, dog.
So she didn't roll the windows down?
No.
So it was like a punishment?
I don't know. I think she was mad at me.
Really? Me not T.
Man, my name is Davion. I'm happy to be thugging drug free.
Push back. I don't know if everybody can sing in this room, man. I don't know, man.
Push back.
Alright, and we are back, America. Ladies and gentlemen, children, boys and girls of all ages. Welcome back to the Prevention Radio. And what do you guys think of that report? Kev, give me something.
And I'm gonna
Mimi,
let
give me something.
I'm gonna let Mir do it, actually. Yeah, man.
This guy was just talking about how his aunt left him in a hot car when she went to the grocery store. She asked him, like, do you want to go? And he was like, no, but can you roll the window down? And she was like, no. So she just walked off, didn't roll the window down, and left him in the car.
That's horrible.
Neglect.
I wouldn't even think about doing that.
We need to keep CPS on speed dial.
Yes.
His auntie don't like him. But further news, attention. Heat stroke is the most severe of heat condition. If you notice someone excessively sweating, vomiting, stuttering, and an unstable mental health while in high degree weather, call 911 immediately.
All right, I got something on that, but I'm also gonna take it back a few seasons, like to winter. Which season do you think affects or harms people the most, winter or summer?
Summer.
And also, what's your favorite season? Mine is winter, but
I think summer is the most deadliest, but I think summer also is my favorite thing, even though I was born in the winter, because I get to sit in the house if I choose to.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the most dangerous season is like shifts from like year to year. Because if you look like way back in the past, winter was the most dangerous season then.
Dang.
I'm talking about like the 1800s, man.
Is anybody in summer school right now?
No. I wouldn't be able to be here if I was in summer school.
Well, shout out to the kids in summer school right now. Stay focused and make sure to drink plenty of water and fight off dehydration.
All right.
This should be a lesson for all the kids in summer school to get their grades up so they don't have to go to summer school next year.
That's rude.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Shout out to all the parents out there. Raising kids is hard. Kids don't come with manuals. If you're ever in need of advice on your child, call us. Call up parenting.com. No pressure, no judgment, just parenting.com.
And also, please, parents, look before you lock. Don't forget your children in the backseat. That's dangerous. Look before you lock. Lock up the alcohol, not your babies.
Now,
what we gonna do, Kev?
Tell us.
We're going to take us back to another report.
Oh.
Limper and Lady C.
I don't smoke crack. Fun in the sun is a big part of summer, but when your body shows symptoms of overheating, you better listen. Sweating, muscle cramps, and headaches can lead to bigger problems.
Long-term magnets all collecting and spreading stuff.
Dr. Brady Allen is an ER doctor at Physicians Urgent Care in Brentwood. The common question he gets all the time, what's the difference between heat exhaustion and heat stroke? Start with heat exhaustion.
When people are just mildly dehydrated, it is often manifest by mild headache, sometimes nausea, sometimes vomiting. Cramps is a prominent symptom, sometimes leg cramps, arm cramps. Most times these patients are still sweating.
A heat stroke is significantly more dangerous.
It's manifest by confusion. People will stop knowing your name. They'll start talking incoherently. A real ominous sign and something you always want to watch for is the loss of sweating.
Seizures can accompany a heat stroke as well. Dr. Allen says certain medications like psychiatric drugs and blood pressure meds cause dehydration.
There are many high blood pressure medicines that are what we call diuretics. They pull fluid away to lower your blood pressure. Certainly those medicines can exacerbate getting dehydrated.
Come from the STEP program.
All right, and we're back. And anybody wanted to call in, call us at 313-871-6094, or off air 313-649-7874. That's 313-649-PUSH. And also, keep a smile on your face, stay positive, and be safe when you're exposed to the sun. And that's coming from Scrapper off of Steps Radio.
Scrapper, someone did just call us. I just want you to know that.
I know,
So
I know,
on that,
but I'm saying that to other callers.
Okay,
like,
so on
just
that,
so they want to call off air.
On that report, the guy actually gave the difference between a heat stroke and just being kind of hot. The difference is you get like mild dehydration, but with the heat stroke, it's like 10 times worse. You have seizure, incoherent speech, confusion, nausea. So those are the symptoms to look for. If a person ever, may have a heat stroke sitting right next to you, help them out. You know the symptoms.
Even if a child doesn't do in hot weather, their internal organs could still be hurt. Take them to the hospital immediately.
Hey everyone, would you like to take part of the STEPS program home? Be sure to contact STEPS from your Prevention Radio t-shirt. Call 313-868-1340 extension 111 for a donation of $20. This shirt can be yours. Call 313-868-1340 extension 111. Our shirt can be seen online at www.ncaddetroit.org.
STEPS NCAD is very confident we can help kids stay safe from drugs. Give us a shot. 313-649-PUSH. Ages 13 through 16 can apply now.
For all of our older audience, how was your childhood experience? What was the best part? And what was the worst? Call us at 313-871-6095 or 313-649-PUSH.
313-871-6095 or 313-871-6094. Or our 24-hour line is 313-649-PUSH. That's 313-649-7874.
I don't know about you guys, but one of my worst childhood experiences was when I felt like I had a heat stroke. Ooh. I actually went kind of blind. I don't know if that happens. Yeah, like I was so dehydrated, like I lost I temporarily lost my vision, and I had to like feel my way over to the kitchen sink, fill up a cup of water, and then I was like, oh, it's a miracle.
Wow, that is really scary.
I didn't know that. Interesting, Scrapper.
Yeah.
And now we're going to go to our next report.
Hopefully it's interesting.
Pushback Radio.
Quick-thinking Good Samaritans to the rescue in New Jersey. They spot a child alone in a hot car. Instead of standing around, they broke the window of the car and got the child to safety.
Sarah Mazzone went to Kohl's to buy a few T-shirts, but wound up saving a baby's life.
I hear some faint crying.
Found a 4-month-old baby girl strapped in her car seat under a blanket in a locked car with the windows rolled up tight.
Then I started to panic.
And got the attention of Steve Eckel.
She said, oh my God.
I said, there's a baby locked in the car. We need to get help right away.
Screaming, hands are out, sweating.
Breathing quickly, hyperventilating, clearly in distress.
And then I remembered I had the sledgehammer back in my car. I just went to bash the window, and it bounced off 3 times. And I said, I got to hit it in the corner. What am I doing? So I went around to the other side, and I just hit it at the corner, and it shattered the whole window.
By the time police responded, the 2 Good Samaritans had carried the baby into the air-conditioned store. That's when the mother, 33-year-old Karen Gruen, emerged after 40 minutes inside.
She walked up, and the cops didn't say anything to her, and all of a sudden she just said, where's my baby?
Cops charged her with endangering the welfare of a child.
Glad that the baby was okay.
Pushback Radio.
And we are back with STEPS Radio, everybody.
Hello. I think we have a special caller on
very
the line.
special one. And
caller, you're on the line. Katie, you're on the line with the official Pushback Show. What's your question, comment, or shout out?
Yeah, I want to shout out to my man, Scrapper, man.
Yeah.
All right.
This Katie, what's going on with you, dude?
I'm sorry. What? I need to turn up the quality on my earphones because wow. Could you say that again?
I feel what's going on. It's KE. I wanted to give a shout out to Scrapper.
Nothing's going on. We're just in the studio. And shout out back to you.
Katie, have you had experience with heat stroke or heat exhaustion or someone, teen or kid being left in a hot locked car?
I can't say that I have, no.
That's good. Would you leave a child in a hot locked car?
Definitely not. Not at all. I think it's crazy that people do that, man. I don't see how you can do that.
Let me ask you this, Katie. Under what circumstances you would leave a underage child in a hot locked car?
None.
None whatsoever?
I wouldn't do it at all.
That's great. Katie, can I get you to say, my name is, and I'm happy to be thug and drug free?
Could you say that again?
My name is KD, and I'm happy to be thug and drug free.
My name is KE, and I'm happy to be, I think you said, drug free.
That's right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Keep tuning in every Tuesday night to the official Pushback Show. Steps Radio, gospel1440.com. Steps Radio. Rec weed must not succeed.
Rec weed was not succeed
Rec
in Michigan.
weed
Must not succeed in Michigan.
Period.
Yeah, that's even better.
Babies aren't the only one left in hot cars. So are pets. It's important to make sure your pet is getting the proper care they need. Don't leave your pets in the car, people.